I was thinking about what my desktop sees, because it sees a lot of me, as we all know, even more at the moment. It's probably sick of me. My face. My face reading. My face writing. My face staring at emails. My face returning with a hot drink. My face doing Pilates. My face, my face, my face. I think it sees more than I realise. I was suddenly strangely aware of something I'd never really had to see before. So, I took to Google to see if it had any new, groundbreaking methods to stop the habit of 10 years. Habit, lifestyle, problem, call it what you will. Skin picking disorder. In fairness to Google, even after all this time, this was quite the realization. Tick. Fairly big tick. Yep, well, that's kind of the point of this film, kind of tick. Yep, tick. For once, I didn't actually fall down a rabbit hole of self-diagnosis, but rather swiftly found out there was a name, a feeling, and actually more than just me.
Oh my god. I can't fucking make this film without, like, picking my skin. That's shit. What?
I just don't know what I'm doing in this film.
Right.
Like,
you had flawless skin for your entire childhood, and then it felt like overnight, one summer holiday, you didn't get a few spots. You just, it was like, what on earth? And at that age, and at the school you were at, and being a girl and social media, it's kind of like, oh, what a nightmare.
I remember, like, once that happened in college, and I was mortified. Someone was like, "Oh, what did you do to your face?"
Yeah, and it's like, oh, I did it to myself.
Obviously, I didn't say that, did I? I was like, I can't remember what I said.
So
that was
it's always
literally,
there.
that's my entire teenage years. Oh, if I just do that little bit, or if I just give that a little, and my whole face is red. Something of, like, remembering, like, it's not just about, like, how you present yourself and how you want to be perceived, but how you actually feel about that.
I feel like it is super interesting that so many of us have suddenly had to face ourselves in a way that we just wouldn't have done. I guess you can't avoid yourself. You have that one thing that you're kind of hypersensitive about and overthink, but to the rest of the world, it's just you looking like you.
It's so much easier said than done. I'm not good at it, but, like, if you let that instant like reactionary thing happen without looking at the bigger picture, before I know it, it's bleeding, or like I'm just carrying on that cycle rather than actually like fixing something.
Something is bugging me about this project.
I'd never intended to make this film. I just started filming myself. It was such an accident that I hadn't really even noticed, apart from having to see myself so much, this excessive self-contemplation, navel-gazing, that was going on. My mum was right. We just can't avoid ourselves at the moment. But what's the impact of that? Seeing the same scenery day in, day out, and now on top of that, staring at our own faces more than ever before. Yikes. I guess what this film's been asking then is, what happens when we turn the gaze on ourselves? It was pretty ugly for me in a few senses. The classical, anthropological, distant observer, hiding behind the camera, was nowhere to be seen. I'm my own worst observer, and it's horrible.
It's funny, I feel as if I should be able to see myself in that mirror, but I can't.
That's quite funny.
Horrible.
That was on a real delay as well. ETP, we call it.